For the water procurement piece, any developer needs to develop a water management plan. And as you can see, it's actually quite detailed. It has information on the water source, the timing, the proximity, the impact on threatened and endangered species, the withdrawal impacts, and it also requires review by the River Basin Commission. There are two river basin commissions that have jurisdiction in Pennsylvania. There's the Susquehanna River Basin Commission and the Delaware River Basin Commission. These were established under the Kennedy administration. And these are to coordinate withdrawals across state lines. If you had Pennsylvania downstream from New York pulling water out of the Susquehanna without coordinating with New York, there might not be any water for them to take out because New York could suck it all up for their own Marcellus Shale development. River Basin Commissions are the ones who actually coordinate that process, and they have to review every withdrawal. Now, there's something interesting here. We pretty much know at this point, both the Susquehanna River Basin Commission and the Delaware River Basin Commission have both concluded that the amount of water that will be withdrawn for natural gas development in Pennsylvania is not that significant, actually. It's about the same amount that gets withdrawn in a 3-day period for other power generation uses. And that's things like nuclear, that's things like coal-fired power plants. We're not talking about a huge amount here. In fact, the numbers are, they think it'll be about 10 billion gallons per year of water that will get withdrawn from the Delaware River Basin Commission or Susquehanna River Basin Commission at peak production. Just put that number in perspective. Pennsylvania, residential use, the water that you use for your showers, the water that you use when you turn on your spigot, the water you use to water your lawn, that's about 10 billion gallons per day. So we're not talking about an immense amount. Yes?
How much of the water that's used for residential use and recreation and the other industries, how much of that is returned?
That's a good point. That's a very good point. That's not all consumptive use.
Right.
And so when you when you water your lawn, that water stays within the watershed, and it makes its way back into that water body at some point. You know, when you get a shower, that water goes to your municipal wastewater treatment plant, it gets processed, and it gets discharged back out to a water body that's within the watershed. When you do hydraulic fracturing and you inject that water into the wellbore, you're only going to get about 30% of it back out. As much of a concern as that could sound like, it is accounted for within the River Basin Commissions. They use very conservative estimates, and they assume that all of the water will be consumptive, that will be used for natural gas production, and they still do not think that this will be a significant water use.